One day during Ramadan, an Islamic scholar was on his way home an hour before Maghrib when a poor man, whom he recognized from his mosque lessons, stopped him with teary eyes and a heartfelt voice. The man eagerly said, "I beg you, for the sake of Allah, to break your fast at my home today." The scholar was deeply moved by the man's sincerity. Though his family was expecting him, he found himself unable to refuse. Without hesitation, he followed the man, not knowing where he lived or what conditions he would find there. When they arrived, the scholar saw that the man's home was nothing more than a small room, a kitchen, and an open courtyard on a rooftop. The entrance was a fragile wooden staircase, barely strong enough for one person at a time. Despite the humble setting, the man was filled with joy and gratitude. He kept saying with pride, "This house is mine, by the grace of Allah. No one in the world has any debt over me. Look, the sun rises on one side of my room and sets on the other. I read the Quran at dawn and before sunset. My wife sits by that window and prays for me. I swear it feels like I live in paradise." As they climbed the stairs, the scholar overheard the man's wife whispering, "We only have fava beans left, and there's only half an hour until Maghrib. We have nothing else to cook, and even if we did, there wouldn't be enough time." The scholar smiled and gently told his host, "I have one condition. I will break my fast with water and dates at Maghrib, and I won't eat until half an hour later, after I finish my prayers and daily remembrance. And when I do eat, I only want fava beans and potatoes." The poor man was overjoyed and hurried to inform his wife. The scholar spent some quiet moments in reflection, then broke his fast with them and later left, feeling an unexpected joy and peace in his heart. A few days later, the scholar was invited to an iftar at the estate of a wealthy businessman. The gathering was held in a luxurious farmhouse, where an exquisite feast was laid out. The house resembled a palace, overlooking a vast garden, a large swimming pool, and a stable filled with rare, purebred horses. After the meal, the host took the scholar aside and began to complain. He spoke of the struggles of business, the burdens of wealth, the disobedience of his children, the difficult nature of his wife, the greed of those around him, and the endless expenses required to maintain his status. He even said, "I am so tired of this life that I sometimes wish for death, just to be free of all these troubles." As the scholar left, he felt a heavy darkness clouding his heart. The words of the wealthy man had drained all sense of peace from him. When he got into his car, he looked up at the sky and whispered in his heart, "Alhamdulillah for the blessing of contentment. Happiness is not in wealth, luxury, or extravagant feasts. True happiness lies in gratitude, contentment, and a strong connection with Allah."